Let's get you a reading and see what you need to know right now. Hearing something about forced, uncomfortable, but necessary change. We have 10 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles. Interesting. So you're taking a step backwards in order to see the bigger picture here, because there's some opportunity for completion of a cycle that didn't quite pan out before when it comes to something abundance wise. This could be stability, security, this could be finances. With the 9 of Pentacles here, see the little bird she's holding? It's like you sent out an intention, and when you sent out this intention, it caused you to go through certain experiences to prepare you to be an energetic match for the intention that you set out. And with the 10 of Pentacles, you're coming around the corner to seeing that whatever you recently went through, even though it was hard or draining or uncomfortable, it was preparing you for exactly what you asked for. I have Death in the reverse on the bottom of the deck with 8 of Pentacles. 10, 9, 8 of Pentacles. You took several steps backwards because you wanted to give yourself the opportunity to be ready for what you really wanted or ready for what you were asking for. Clarify this Death in reverse here. We have the Empress and the Hanged Man both in reverse. So you took a step back so you could shift perspective. It's almost like you couldn't see where you were limiting yourself, or you couldn't see how to break out of the limitations that you were experiencing. And with the Empress reversed, you had to figure out a different way to pour into yourself so that you could have this perspective shift. So you may have had to go into hermit mode. You may have had to, with Knight of Pentacles here, this is like put your head down and focus energy. You are coming out of that because now all the work that you did when you were focusing, you're getting the opportunity to make something out of it here. What is this perspective shift that you've had? 10 of Wands and 9 of Wands, taking a step back from a heavy burden. How can I release this lid that's been put on my potential by outside forces here? With the Sun in reverse and the King of Cups, it has something to do with shadow work. That's what it was. You put your head down and you focused on what shadows are holding me back from breaking out of this lid that's on my potential. And now that you did the shadow work, now that you did the releasing, you are ready to make the changes that you need to make that this perspective shift has highlighted. So whether that be marketing your business in a different way, whether that be collaborating with others in a different way, whether that be shifting up the relationships in your life, you're ready for it now because you handled the shadows that were blocking you from that necessary perspective shift. What are the shadows that you recently faced? Religious trauma, interesting. Religious trauma and true self disconnection. You stopped letting other people define who you are, especially in terms of your own mindset, especially in terms of your internal dialogue. You fixed this broken mirror. It's giving the energy of like, what's that thing? It's like when certain things break. Is this a Chinese thing, a Chinese prophecy? I can't remember. It's like certain things break and they fix it in gold. That's what you did. The cracks are still there, but you've lined them in something beautiful. You're ready to make something out of what you've gone through in terms of the amount of time you spent holding yourself back because of other people's projections. Sacral chakra and spiritual crisis. You had to learn who you were not in order to learn who you wanted to be. You had to figure out what you were holding that was not you, so you could recognize how to shed it. You held on to these things for so long that you felt like they were a part of you, but they're not. And you're realizing that now. You're realizing how to put down other people's expectations or what other people wanted of you that you did not want for you. I have the 4 of Cups in reverse. Sometimes we have to figure out what we don't want in order to align with knowing what we do want. And with the Page of Wands here and the King of Swords, you're ready to take action on that adventure. You're ready to show up as the version of you that you've been fighting to become. But in fighting to become, you recognized that it wasn't necessarily fighting to become, but fighting to unbecome everything that other people had put on you that wasn't really you. So good job.